Hi everybody. First of all, thank you so much for your contributions and
Thank you.
thank you for sharing. We hope that you continue to contribute and to share so we can get this project out to as many people as possible.
Oh yeah.
What else?
Well, there's an update on the printer design.
We have a brand new printer design actually.
Basically, using most of the same parts, but changing quite a few things. We got a wonderful comment from one of our supporters the other day, talking about how a heat bed of 1 square meter would be really heavy to move around and expensive in motors and electricity and all that stuff. So he's totally right, and we thought about it a lot, but we hadn't actually thought about the cost in high torque motors to pull that thing around, because it's a big sheet of glass and some aluminum to distribute the heat, and it's going to be heavy. So the new design doesn't move the printer bed at all, it just stays there. And then the print head is moved in X and Y, so on 2 different axes, and also lifted up. So of course that's why we love open source, and that's why we're doing this thing as an open source project, because once you start sharing your ideas and being open from the start about what you're doing, then other people will be interested and they will give you their ideas and share with you, and you get a better end product, and the process is so much more gratifying.
It took, what, 4 hours from we got a comment about the base of the printer until we completely changed everything, but it's still super easy to print.
Yeah.
It's still really accessible, and it's a much better idea.
If you look at the 3D model here, you can see that we're still using a basic printer board form. We just doubled it, and we basically split it up, and we use one on each side. So what else is new?
The mini garden. We have a mini garden. Well, we have a wheel and some struts.
This is scale accurate, so it's a 10th scale model, 10 centimeters in diameter, where the full garden is going to be 1 meter. Also has 15 struts, like the actual garden, and the dimensions are more or less correct.
We had a stress test earlier today.
So the Kontinuum garden 10th scale model, as you can see. This is just mock-up, but it's printable and it's strong, and I'm gonna stand on it. God damn! Champion of gardens.
It was pretty much just standing on it, but nothing happened. It didn't crumble.
It's incredibly sturdy, just like for what it is. Thin piece of plastic, but it's very strong. Ow, that hurts.
Cool, but we'll of course also be making a small base and a little hand crank and some 2 LEDs that's going to shine a little bit of light, and we'll be giving those away as perks.
Yeah.
So get one of those. They're going to be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, and one thing we didn't get into detail about in the campaign video was what kind of fruits and vegetables we're going to grow. What we're going to try out.
Very important point.
Yeah, we've seen pictures and videos of rotating gardens producing herbs like basil, tomatoes, lettuce, even peppers, I think.
Yeah.
But we also want to try something that gives some protein.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's an important point. That if you can use automated technology to make as close to a complete diet as possible, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
It's not going to be possible to go all the way, because the human body needs fat and stuff like that, and it gets very difficult to make in the plants that we can grow.
What kind of plants were we planning to grow with protein? Those like lentils and
beans.
And beans too.
Even different kinds of beans. Some of them have they all have different properties, of course.
Yeah.
So
now of course we don't actually know if this is going to work.
No.
They might. I mean, a rotating garden might just not be good for that, but we're definitely going to try it out.
Yeah, of course there are no guarantees, because I think we're probably the first ones testing rotating lentils. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But I have to say that the idea for the lentils came from our collaborator, who is a retired agricultural engineer. So I'm pretty hopeful, and I think it should work. Yeah. Oh yeah, next update.
Sure.
So next update, we're rolling out the big guns, and we're publishing the full-size garden, the 3D model, printable 3D model of the full-size garden. So this is a little bit premature because we don't have the printer finished and we can't print it, But maybe someone else has a 1x1 meter printer out there, and they can print it and have it go. We'd love that.
Yeah, send us the video of you printing it. That would be awesome.
Excellent. That would just be great.
And then send us the printer because we want it.
Yeah, it would save us a lot of time. So that's it. It's basically going to be the two wheels. So basically going to be the two wheels here in full size. One of them having the cogwheel functionality, and the strut, which basically 15 copies of the same strut, and the base that has 4 wheels where this sits on. So little by little we're going to fill that in with the details for the mechanism, for the watering mechanism and such, and it's going to be awesome.
So what else? You were talking about plastics earlier.
I was talking about plastics, yeah. So we have a dream. We have a basic idea, which is printing the growth boxes out of PLA, which is an organic plastic. It's a lower melting point. It's just better in a lot of ways. Also, it's harder, so it gives us some springiness that we can use for attaching the boxes.
We did a little test.
We've been doing a little highly scientific testing of our own. So I printed this little thing here, and this little fella's been standing in a glass of water for what, a month?
Yeah, and nothing's happened,
Nothing.
and it's still as strong as ever.
It's incredibly tough stuff. This is about 0.5 centimeter thick, which is what the design for the rails, 15 rails of the garden looks like right now. So the edge would be something like this, and it's just stupidly strong. So so we think we're going to go ahead and do that. So the growth boxes at least, and maybe we can think of some way to print more of the garden out of PLA.
Yeah,
I think it would be awesome.
that would be cool.
Let us know what you think. Maybe you know something about PLA or ABS or whatever.
Sure, if you have experience with any of this stuff and you're sitting there thinking they're going about this in the wrong way, then please tell us. We want to know.
Or if you want to congratulate us on being environmentally conscious, hey, let us know as well. So PLA, I love this stuff. It's going straight back in the glass.
All right. Is that it?
That's it. Also, don't forget why we're doing this. This is for for those hipsters in the big city that want to grow their own organic food, but it's also for the people who don't have anything to eat. Places in the world that don't have topsoil and you can't grow stuff, and it's for all of you. So give us a hand.
Okay, so the next update will be in a little more than a week. But until then, thank you for contributing and thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Bye.